Okay, I'm gonna do small guide on Volcano Nest, teaching the skills and mechanics. Pretty short run, but we'll go a bit slow just to make sure that we catch everything. First we'll have Lava Golem, and Lava Golem is lots of melee with pretty easy mechanic. Most to be afraid of is the stomps. There's the first stomp. The first stomp is pretty huge damage and it gives low debuff if you get hit, but you can jump or iframe to dodge it. And at 1 bar we're getting the mechanic. This is the mechanic. He goes to middle, you can damage him, but there's gonna be seeds, lava seeds, that you have to push to the lava, depending on the amount of players. For 1 player there's a 1 seed, for 2 players 2, for 3 players 3, and for 4 players it's still 3. Let's look up his other skills a bit, and let's stop damaging him. This is the stomp again. I got hit because it's a bit laggy. There's a triple stomp. Triple stomp is kind of more dangerous. Less damage on each hit, but if you get hit once, you're probably gonna get hit more often too. This is just a charge. Fairly harmless kill. Just goes really far away. This is again one dangerous one. Explosions from ground that keep chasing you. Stomp. Basic hit. There's 2 basic punches, that's the one, and the second one is this one. The other one, and at the end it's gonna spin. Bit more dangerous than the other one. Then here's a triple stomp. 1, 2, and 3. Basic hit. Stronger hit with the spin at the end. That's pretty much all of his arsenal. Big stomp. The problem with this is a 80-80. It goes to middle and you have to 80-80 yourself to free. Pretty simple. Ground explosions. Ground explosions are the dangerous because you might do other skills like stomps and stuff while the ground explosions are happening. And the ground explosions are really dangerous, so you kind of want to just focus on dodging it. Okay. Triple stomp. You can, against this boss you can almost iframe pretty much everything. Actually you can iframe everything. You can also block most of the things, but if you block the big stomp then it's still gonna slow you even if it won't deal damage. And of course if you fail the mechanic, the damage is pretty huge, but not necessarily one hit KO. That was the first stage, then we'll move to second stage. Second stage is this frog thing, or worm thing, whatever you think it is. This requires a bit more team co-op. I'm gonna take my hero off because they might kill you here. The idea is to lure them at these empty areas and never to break those small stones. By knowing that you already get pretty far. The reason why you don't destroy those is because it's mechanic, which is this. He's checking them. There's the bar. If the bar goes full, he's gonna kill you. If it goes halfway, he's gonna curse everyone. And neither of those are too nice things to happen. Generally, you just have to focus on staying at the empty lava pools. And be careful if you have a huge AoE, you have to aim it where you're shooting so you won't destroy the gems. The bar goes up if you do destroy the gems. It goes pretty fast up. There's the empty pool. He can also destroy his own gems by stomping and stuff, so you should be careful where you keep him. You should try to also always have the boss in these areas too. Let's look at his skills a bit. This is the stomping down, it drags you, and if you're really close to him it will do kinda huge damage. Considerable damage. This is a charge and jump on you on one target. If he gets too close he will jump. If he doesn't he will get angry and just cry a bit at the ground. This is a basic punch, not too dangerous. This is lava breath that you should try to recognize by sound, because sometimes he shoots it while you're running away and it might hit you while you're running. So you should try to recognize that by the sound so you know it's coming and you can dodge it, even if you're not looking at the boss. This is a charge on one target. It's rather dangerous because it will certainly destroy 1 or 2 gems at very least, and if you make him charge at bad spot it will destroy several gems. So just focus where you're making him jump. There's a lava breath, almost got hit by that. There's the sucking. There's the jump again, and at this point at 1 bar all the puddles are gonna fill. And you can either kill him right now when it fills if you have enough DPS, but you can also just keep him at the side where it's relatively harmless for the gems, and wait till again 1 pool will open. It takes like 15 to 20 seconds till 1 more pool will open again, so just wait for that. Usually many parties tend to try to cause this boss after they are certain that there's not enough time for it to check again. So that's what people mean if they are saying that cause or kill on sight or anything. If they're flagging attack, they probably want you to kill it before it checks again. Okay, so this is the 3rd stage. I had to redo the video from here because I accidentally took too long to explain the mechanics and the time ran out. So I'm gonna redo. I did redo right here, and we'll see we'll go on from here. We'll start with the main mechanic of this stage. We should start right after this charge. This charge is charge in front and then brief. The brief will cancel, make you not able to use skills for a while if you get hit. Otherwise it's rather harmless. Here comes the mechanic. There's 3 stones, whatever these are, and the boss will shoot lasers. Your goal is to make the lasers hit the stones and destroy them. There's 3 lasers, 3 stones. All lasers must destroy the stones, or otherwise he's gonna do a massive damage that will most likely kill party members. Here's a firewall. He stomps the ground and there's gonna be a firewall, and there should be 1 big gap somewhere, and you can also go through the smaller gaps. You'll probably see again. Here's the charge and then breath. That is just a tail swipe, rather harmless. Just for melee. That is a fireballs in front. They do rather much damage. That is shield hit. The shield will stagger you, while the other hit is more likely to hit you, so it's rather dangerous, but not too much. Here you can firewall. You can go through these small gaps too. I just failed because a bit too late iframe. Here's a charge again. Then he has a second mechanic too that he should be starting soon. This is a lava or rain, whatever. He hits the stuff in the ground and lava will follow you. Here's the main mechanic again. You can damage the boss during the main mechanic, but if you do have the lasers, then you definitely shouldn't try. You should just make sure that the stones get destroyed and other players can DP as well. He's shooting you. The lasers will change target, can change target after every laser, so just keep an eye who he's pointing with his staff. Let us see what is the other mechanic. So, and that should be all the skills from this stage. Oh, there's a fire ring. I forgot. Small fire ring. It damages any nearby allies. So if you have it, make sure you're not near anyone, and leave everyone else to DP as usually, and you just run away for a while. There's a firewall again. There, you got through it. Here's a the second mechanic. There's a 4 minions that you have to basic attack kill, and make sure not to hit the boss, because if you hit the boss, then he's gonna explode and do a huge amount of damage. That will most likely kill the party. And that should be all of his skills. This stage is kinda one of the easier ones. Maybe easiest from Volcano Nest. Other than the mechanic can be quite tricky before you learn it. But yes, you can kill him here too. The lasers themselves do pretty much damage, so you have to be you have to watch out for those. Then we'll move on to 4th stage, which is filled with stomps, but after you learn the stomp animation, it's pretty easy to dodge. This is a charge, pretty easy to dodge, nothing special about it. This is a stagger and he teleports to the middle. This is a flame breath, breath in front and then stomps at the end. It has enchanted version after 2 bar, we'll see it later probably. This is a hurricane. He will make a hurricane and chase someone. Make sure you run away from it, because that hurts rather much and makes you knocked up. And it will end by stomp from the middle. And there's a charge again, basic hit, and then he should start his mechanic. There's going to be 3 crocodiles around the map, and one player is having this kind of rain falling on them. Party should hide behind the crocodiles to dodge the big breath, and the player with this rain following them should quite stay at the edge of the crocodile's safe area, and others should stay near the crocodile. The crocodiles keep randomly dying, and if your crocodile dies, you simply have to run to the other crocodile, and usually party can flag you to help you find it too. Here's a flame ring. It's much bigger than in the earlier stage and more player will have it. Usually at this mechanic everyone runs away and maybe one player stays in the middle to DPS the boss, but just make sure you're not near any allies, not even close, because it's a huge range for that mechanic, and then you should survive. That's a stomp. That's already most of the skills this boss has to offer. Quite easy boss to fight against, basic attacks. Just the stomps are challenged, you have to learn the timing for. He got enraged, enhancing some of his skills. He's just firing again. I'm gonna DPS into 1 bar. There we go, and he has one more mechanic. Let's see if he does it yet or soon. There we go. he flies away, you can damage him and he will charge to some player. Simply just keep moving to dodge the charges. And at the end he will stomp at the same place that he left. Here he's going to stomp. That is mostly skill enhanced versions for some, like Hurricane here. There will be those mini hurricanes that you have to watch out. Otherwise nothing else. Just keep moving, and at the end there's a stomp in the middle. Like so. And then he does mechanic again. We have enough time to push the mechanic out then again. Maybe we will see the flame breath twice. The flame breath has a version, I mean. Let's see if our crocodile dies. We have to run to the other crocodile. Yes, our crocodile died. We just run here. There should be barely enough time for you to run before the buff expires, even without any movement buff. But movement buff of course helps. Okay, he didn't do the breath again, but the breath would have been, he will turn while he's breathing 90 degrees, so you have to make sure you're behind him, or otherwise it's rather dangerous. And that should be all about his skills, and thank you for joining for this small guide for Volcano Nest.